Hey, what's going on, YouTube? We are live. I am here with none other than JT Coin Rings. Say what's up, my man.
Hey, what's going on, family? JT Corn Rings is here.
Yeah, I'm super excited to have you, man. I've seen your channel grow, and I've seen you grow. Your rings just keep getting better and better. I'm super excited that I have some of them, and I can't wait to get more, man. And I do definitely get quite a bit of compliments. So first off, I would like to say thank you.
Man, I appreciate the support. It was something real big for members of the community to support me the way they have by purchasing the ring and also the giveaways, the shout outs through the videos. Everything has been overwhelming. Um, I dreamt about it, and this stuff comes true. And I'm just happy that I've been well received in this great community.
Yeah. I feel like most of us feel that way, right? This community is very warm and welcoming to pretty much everyone. So speaking about that, let's go ahead and say what's up to Stacking and Prepping, Jim Bob, and Lincoln Coin Central. We just got this started. I've never done a stream before on Saturday. For me, it's noon. For you, it's about the afternoon, right?
Yeah,
So
around 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. In Baltimore, so it's perfect for me because I work overnight, so that gave me an opportunity to get a little rest. And
right.
I say, Clever Coin's the man. He definitely picked up great times.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate your time, so I try to be as accommodating as I can. So,
Mhm.
I'm very excited for this. So, how are you doing today? December, the 1st of December. How are you doing today?
Doing pretty good. Looking forward to this month. Looking forward to the new year. I definitely have some plans, and today is the start of it. So this is a great opportunity. So I appreciate you getting me on before the end of the year. Let me share your platform. So I'm doing well today, man. Thanks for doing your part.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's great. That's great. So awesome. So coin rings. Did you do coin rings before you got into YouTube, or was it YouTube and then coin rings?
Oh man, let me tell you. I started collecting coins around, I say, August of last year.
Right.
Um, Looking at channels like Urban Lifestyle, that was one of the first coin channels that I kind of focused on in the YouTube community. And I just started doing coin rings around that time as well. I started buying the tools, and I watched a lot of masters out there, like Scholar for Mint coins you can wear, Patriot coin rings, Jason Works, and I said, you know what? That's something nice I would like to learn. And I always liked coins, but I wanted to add a little twist to it because I knew that the community was so diversified. So I just wanted to add something that I thought would be different. Some may like it, some may say may not, but I wanted something that I could do with my hands to create and to offer to people who love coins as well. So it kind of came together all at once. I started YouTube 4 months ago, and I kind
Hello?
sorry, said, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I started.
Right, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I heard like a delay.
No. Okay, so you were saying you started YouTube around how many months ago?
I guys, yeah, I had double delay. Do you hear me?
I mean, do you have some audio maybe on your phone or something that's doing the double audio? Because you sound fine on my end. I'm pretty sure you sound good.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say what's up to
Okay.
the chat
Let
while you
me.
try to figure that out. North Country off grid, what's going on, brother? Jamie Cornroll Hunter, Sergeant Silver. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. We're talking to JT Coin Rings today. So starting off the new month with an awesome guest. So I'm very excited to see. We're having a little bit technical issues that we're gonna work through right now. But thank you
There we
guys
go.
so much for hanging out with me on this Saturday.
Yeah, my apologies. Let me see 1 second.
I broke the 666 subscriber mark. I wasn't there for too long, so that omen of the 666 subscribers is, I think it's over. Silver Sergeant says, "I think coin rings is a cool idea." Yeah, definitely. It sparks up a conversation very easily. It's an easy way to tell some people about silver or just about coins, and I kind of wear it quite a bit, and so I think it's fun.
I think I fell off.
Are you still hearing that echo?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, yeah. No, I heard you the whole time. I think you're just like focusing on the echo.
Oh yeah. I'm playing in the background. My apologies. But I see myself on screen. I see myself fall off. So I just want to know if I was still here.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Great. Um. So the question was, I think I was answered already about I've been doing YouTube like 4 months, and I started doing corn ringing like maybe 2 months prior to that. Um, and watching other channels that's on YouTube. And I think I mentioned some of the channels that kind of inspired me. And I just thought it was a good mix. So, um, and that's where it came from. I started using my regular name by commenting on channels like Urban Lifestyle, um, Over Tax Payer, some other channels, and then I just, you know what, I want to do this myself, and that's how I kind of got into it. So.
Right, yeah, I think it's super awesome because Eli definitely played a role for me starting my channel too. Just such a genuine guy. How it's like, oh, it's like you almost see him as a friend, and how he could do it. That means like, you know what, maybe I can do it too.
Right.
But that worth ethic that he has, it's much respect for that guy, man. Super awesome dude.
Yeah.
But so what got you into the coin ringing process though? Like for you to pick up all the stuff and you look super professional with like your stickers and your packaging and everything
Thank
because
you.
I picked up some stuff from you so I can vouch for that. Like the experience from head to toe is super awesome, man. You have something awesome going on there.
Oh, wow. I appreciate you. Appreciate you saying that. Because I definitely take a lot of time out to make sure that I put something out that's good. And like I said, I start watching some videos on YouTube from Skylar, from Mint Coins You Can Wear, Jason Works, and also Patriot Coin Rings. And these guys have helped me out a lot and, and give me feedback on what tools to buy, what I should do with my coins. So I never claimed to be an expert coin ring maker. I just wanted to tie something in with people who love coins. And this community, and like myself, love coins. And I found out that some people find that certain dates, certain coins, it really holds a sentimental value. So I kind of just tied it together. So you know what? Sometimes, like Dime Digger, for example, if you don't mind me using the example, he wanted to make a coin for his mom.
Right.
Well, his mom was born a certain year, so it was important for him to find that year and that Benjamin Franklin $50. And he said, "Hey, this is something I think my mom would love. He loves having this high $50, and this is the year she was born." So I crafted that ring, and it was an honor for me to do that. And that was a corn lover who took it a step further to something they can wear on a daily basis. And I just find pride in that. And I thought it was be a good mix in this community.
No, it definitely is. Like I said, that ring you made me, the Libertad, me being, Hispanic and wearing that around proudly. It's just an interesting way for you to actually, get value out of the silver that you wouldn't be in other hand, right? Like you
Right.
can just have it sitting there in a safe, or you can, wear it and or have it in the keychain or a bunch of awesome things that you do. And I think that's a very good service out there. Have you had any like anything that you were scared to touch? Like, oh, this is my great 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 grandpa's coin from like 1804. Can you make me a ring?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good example. Matter of fact, I have my wife's best friend. Her mom came to me, and her dad left her American Gold Eagle um, gold coin. Now, 1986, I believe. And I said, "Well, your dad left you this, and this in his father passed away maybe like a couple years ago." And I said, "I don't want to touch that because if I mess it up, yeah, I can buy you another coin, but the sentimental value. This is the one your father handed to you. So that right there, I was kind of afraid to touch it because of the sentimental value. And in my profession, I work in a hospital, and one of the doctors told, and I shared with him that I'm into this, and I love coin collecting and stacking. He says, you know what? I don't have a problem with you making coin rings, but don't touch a Morgan. um, because of the history of the Morgan dollar. Um, it was sentimental to him. He just couldn't see anything by the face in that. So yeah, you have some some really some members of the community who just don't dig the fact of you destroying coins. But I try my best not to do any rare coins. I just try to do it coins based off of dates or maybe some coins that some people may like to see made as rings. So I do make sure I put a border around, not just doing anything, you know.
Right. So you have, so is there a certain coin that you wouldn't make a ring out of?
Yes. I'm looking right now for the Bob Marley commemorative coin. They only made 1,000 of these
Wow.
coins,
Oh, you
and
posted that on your Instagram, right?
yes, and I'm
Yeah.
looking for that coin. But right now, I believe Devil Dave informed me that that coin is being sold on eBay for $1,900.
$1,900?
Yes, and a friend of mine said if you get that coin, don't you dare turn it into a ring. And so um, I couldn't pay $1,900 for the ring. Tell you the truth, my wife would put me out the house, but but it's one of those coins that I know that I would just keep. You know, because I do love Bob Marley. I love his music. I love what he stood for, and it was just something that I'll probably just want to hold on to.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I have found coins cheaper than that. I'm just waiting to pull a plug on it so I can go ahead and grab it.
So is that like your holy grail coin right there, that Bob Marley?
Yeah, the Bob Marley coin, and I have a set from Haiti.
All right.
It's I have a three set from Haiti. It's a 50-year-old set. I went to my local coin shop, and this coin represents the Haitian Revolution. And what he explained to me is that for that year, 1965, I believe, only 1,500 coins were made from each one. It was three coins, and the coin is so beautiful. It has so much, it has this tone to it. Um, it just naturally turned this way. And he told me that you may be only the few people to hold this year because if it was in Haiti, they may have melted the rest of the coins. So I had, he says, his opening being 50 years here in Baltimore, this is the only set he ever seen. So I had to grab it.
Wow.
So
Right, right.
certain coins like that, these are what I would call my collectors, and I would just always put there and not touch. So
Right. So as do you consider yourself a stacker or a collector or a mixture of both? Like where do you fall under that spectrum?
I say this is my first year actually collecting coins. And when I came in under the guise of videos that kind of moved me to prepping.
Right.
I bought the American Silver Eagle sets, coins. I'll make sure I bought them in 20 a piece because I wanted to maintain my wealth by starting there. Um, so I came in as a prepper. I'm listening to a lot of doomsday prepping, and I have other reasons why I started going that way. But earlier this year, around my oldest daughter's birthday, I kind of changed my strategy, and I set my coins in three sets. I have one for Little Princess Stacker, Alea.
Mm-hmm.
I have a set of coins for my oldest daughter, Imani, and I have a set of coins for myself for that I do long term. Um, I'm 44, so I'm looking to retire at 65. So I think 15, 20 years from now. So them coins, I have the coins I like, and I also have coins that I'm looking to put my money to that will hold, and I buy gold. So my youngest daughter, I buy her silver, and I buy her some gold coins because I think
Right.
they will. they will be more value when she gets 18. You know, time to get out my house. And then I have a set of coins for my older daughter, which she'll be graduating college real soon, hopefully in 4 years. So every year I want to get her a set of the American gold eagles from the 1/10, the quarter, half, and whole ounce, and that be gifted to her when she graduate. And
Nice.
she can do whatever she wants with it. Either she can sell it or put it toward her first house. But that's the goal, and this is my new strategy going from this point on. I have my own set of coins that I want to produce for next 15, 20 years, and I have the other set of coins for my daughter's gold. So, so I don't know where I put that at. I'm just changing my strategy based off some information that I received, and that's where it is. So,
Awesome, awesome. Peace out, North Country Off Grid. They have a basketball game that he has to go coach, and he has a question too. Have you read the 1 second after? He always asks that question, and
the
I haven't
the
read it
one
yet.
second of it. The 1 second after I have not, but I will write that down because I love reading. I got to put that on my list.
Yeah,
The
awesome.
one
What's up,
second after.
Urban Lifestyle? Eli, my friend, thank you so much for stopping by. And we got
Hey, Eli.
World. I hope you're doing well. You missed all the nice things we said about you, Eli. That was earlier on in this stream. We were just saying a bunch of praise. So I'm sorry you missed that, man.
Yeah, that's my man. Definitely have a lot of respect for Eli.
Yeah, like I said, that worth ethic, man. That guy just
Yes,
grinds and grinds, and it's just a lot of respect.
and his creativity.
Yeah,
He has so much creativity, and so much passion for what he does. I want to say one thing. I remember when I was just a subscriber, he would take comments from all subscribers, and he would actually do a video based off your question. And he also would take comments and take a certain day out the week to go through all of those comments and do videos on it. And I never seen that much engagement from anyone. So that was one thing that kind of draw me. Like this man takes the time out to go through all these
yeah.
comments and create a video based off the content, a good video, not just a run over. And then he also takes your comments and shows appreciation for just leaving a comment. And to me, that was so much attention to detail that I wanted to emulate if I ever have a channel.
Right, right. No, that like I said, that you were spot on with the creativity. This guy's creative, and it's just so funny with his talking emoji head and, and
Yeah,
how he
yeah,
talks to himself, how he edits himself in. I love to have him on soon. We were planning on working something out, but our schedules haven't aligned. But Eli, bro, I would love to have you on. He had me on his channel, and I would love to have him
yes.
on.
That was an awesome interview. I loved it.
Yeah, yeah. But okay, so so you have some gold as well, right?
I do.
Right. So what do you think about the people that have like only silver and no gold?
I mean, if that's based off your strategy, if your strategy for collecting silver for long term, I see nothing wrong with it. Because, like I said, a part of my stack, like for my youngest daughter, is to put that silver in her hands early, and I'm looking for it to be something that she holds on for 20 something years. Just like in my own stack, I'll have some goals to stack silver for that long period. But I do have some immediate things that I want to collect for. That's why I put it in gold. So I have no problem. And as long as your strategy is based off what your family needs and what your personal goals are, I have no issue with it at all.
Right, right. That's very important. A lot of people I think want that key strategy for everyone but everyone's different, so everyone has to have a different strategy. Everyone has to have different plans. And that's the reality. It's not as easy as like, oh, buy this, do this, and then you're going to be well off or rich, or this is the right choice. Like
Right.
everything is case by case.
You're,
um
you're absolutely right. I mean, for me, was that last month, October, I think October 9th. What happened was I looked at my strategy for my oldest daughter. I'm paying out, me and my wife is paying out of pocket for her to go to school. And I said, wow, I read this article. Article said that in 50 years, the median household for African Americans net worth would be zero.
What?
Yeah, zero. Right now, the median net worth for the African American family is $1,500 with less than $500 in emergency cash in the savings. So that made me just kind of look at things differently and say, how do I want to set my daughter up? I don't want her to go through college and be have a big debt.
Right.
I'm still paying my student loans off. So I don't want that for her. And I said one of the things you can do is kind of help set them up, and that's why the strategy for her is pay for college. When she's finished, gift her something that will help her start her life. You know, get a new house or put towards another goal. So that's why I stacked the way for her. That's my goal. So what I did, I had silver in her box. I took 35 ounces of silver. Some of it was premium. I know you don't lose anything until you sell it, but
Right.
I took it to my local coin shop and he gave me a certain price. Some of the coins, like my Scott Mint, I had 2 ounce bars. The coins. I didn't get what I paid for it. I got the melt value. I sold it and I bought her gold coins, and now that's what I base hers off that strategy because I know she'll be graduating in with 4 years. So I didn't have the patience to see that I bought it when silver was $18 spot. It was $14.62 when I sold it. So I knew that I wanted to hold the value for what I was willing to give her for 5 years, and that's why I put it in gold.
Right, right. That makes more sense, right? The silver, I know a lot of people say the ratio. It's probably going to be a longer game, right? I don't think, especially in the shorter term, gold.
Hmm.
I think as we've been seeing for the past few years, gold has been performing much better. That gold to silver ratio just keeps going up and up.
Yeah,
Me, I'm mostly silver. I do have some gold. So again, like my time horizon is much longer than 4 years, right? So
right.
that's actually, like, I commend you for doing that. I know you maybe took a hit on the premiums,
Most
but
definitely.
it happens, it definitely
Right,
happens.
right. And like I said, I did it for the sake of time for that goal I set out for my oldest. But for my youngest, we'll ride silver because I believe that it'll have a greater value in the long term.
Yeah, yeah, I can't even imagine how that one's gonna play out. I think you're doing well. You have the right frame of mind, especially with the no debt thing.
Right,
That's you're changing your daughter's life essentially, by doing those choices that you've chosen to do, helping her with school, and helping her, with real money. And I'm also a minority too, right? I'm Mexican. So I see it, and that's why I also respect you a ton, because I can tell that you're involved and you're such a family man, and it's just a lot of respect for you, is what I
appreciate
have.
that. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah, and then I also follow you on your Instagram too, and I know you're very involved in your community, right?
Yes, yes. I was involved in this group called Black Professional Men, and in that group, I was in charge. I was the program director for the economic development for the Baltimore City. And what I did was I would go to colleges, high schools, and I would talk to those about to graduate, get them prepared by giving them we give them scholarships every year. We have given out over $300,000 for scholarships,
Wow.
and what we also have done, we also help them with their resume, interview skills, so we can get them out in the workforce. So that's one of the things that I've been involved in for a while. I took a break in the last couple of months because I'm trying to get my daughter situated in college, get that life, her being on campus. So, but that's what I've been involved in for the last 8 to 10 years.
Wow, wow, that must be very fulfilling. And have you noticed it pay dividends? Like maybe someone that you helped out a few years ago, do you notice them like excelling in life, or
Yeah, yeah, it's amazing. I mean, the schools, some of them able to get higher education by going getting their bachelor's, doctorate, their master's, doctorates in that time frame. So it's not falling to the wayside. I'm really happy. I want to do more. Based off the statistics that I gave you earlier, about giving people more information about this community,
Right.
because this community has helped me out tremendously on organizing my savings, organizing and writing goals out next upcoming months. It really gives you an opportunity to focus on your finances. Like I said, it's not investment in advice. We don't give that here, but we do understand what real money is, and we are preparing for a disaster. So I want to give that information, and I think we all do from our videos, our Instagrams, our Facebooks, um, these talks, opportunity to interview these things we can share with our family members to let them know what's out here. So I think we all do it, you know.
Right, right. I think it's very we're in a great space. But there is those people that I know for me at least when I first started researching, the people that get the most buzz are the people that make the most noise, saying that silver is going to go to $10,000 or gold's going to break, $50,000. So I mean, that's when I want to come in and let them know the truth, right? Like gold and silver is
Right.
real money, but we still need to be diversified. We still need to have cash.
True.
There's still other ways to invest your money. Just be real with the people, and not try to sell them a fairy tale that, oh, buy
That's
silver
right.
and all your problems are going to be fixed.
That's right. You're absolutely right. And that helps out people more than all these fairy tales. I'm not saying that gold and silver won't jump up in price. I'm not saying that things won't happen and put us in a situation of despair. I'm just saying that we also have to realize that we have to be more responsible without the money that we do have, and we do have to prepare. So being that voice of reason is important.
No, yeah, definitely. And for me, I've lived it. I buying silver is essentially my savings account recently.
Hmm.
Um, and it's just growing and growing. And before I know
Yeah.
it, I'm like, holy crap, I have quite a bit of silver and
Right.
some gold. Before where, yeah, I have money in a savings account, but it wouldn't feel as good as knowing that you have, actual money. But again, I'm not saying not to save cash. Of course, always put some cash in, have some
Yes.
cash. Cash is still king, and I think the dollar index is going to be going up in short term. I'm not saying that the dollar. I know it's fiat currency, and eventually
Hmm.
maybe it can collapse. But I think in the short term, the dollar index is going to keep rising, and
Right.
so I think it's very important for people to stack cash as well as silver.
Another thing, I don't think we are ready for something bad to happen. So I want the dollar to continue to rise and give me the opportunity to take advantage of these low silver prices. So,
Yeah, no, definitely.
and the ability to keep a job.
Yeah, no, I'm still definitely in the accumulating phase. I like to say, like, I'm just trying to get as much as I can, as being
Hmm.
responsible, and of course stacking cash. And I have some money in some ETFs that are, like mining ETFs. So some
Okay.
mining
Yes.
companies, I find that those are very undervalued as well. And
Hmm.
I have some money there, and as long as gold and silver is low, those mining shares are low, and I can pick up some of those mining shares. I can pick up some silver. I can
That's
pick up
right.
some gold. I can start, so as I want things to stay like this for, as long as possible, essentially, before it either keeps going, before it explodes, which is what people are saying that's going to happen.
Right. I agree. I agree 100%. I
Right.
definitely do.
So how's the coin ring business, my friend?
Oh wow! Let me
Staying
tell you
busy?
something. Yes, I'm definitely staying busy. I'm amazed by it all. Clever going, and one thing I knew that certain people wouldn't understand. So around where I live in Baltimore, they say, "Oh, isn't that cute? That's cute." And they say, "Oh, that's nice. That's amazing that you do this." But I wouldn't get much support. Family member here, family member there. Because first off, my ring started looking real crazy when I first started. Believe me, my sister used to say that don't look like a ring. So after times of getting tools and looking at more videos, buying books, it's just started getting a little better. And I'm still working on building the shape, but on average, and help. Thanks so much for this community and yourself, Urban Lifestyle, Dime Digger, um, um, five other names I don't want to miss. But they support it, and the videos help. The word of mouth has helped. I average for the last 2 months maybe 10 rings a month, which is
Nice.
pretty good for me. And this allows me to add to my stack, and also do something I like to do without exhausting my income. I just, you buy a coin, you figure in the time it takes you to make the coin and the tools and stuff, and also the packaging. And I try my best to add a little more value by throwing in stickers, cards, boxes, stuff like that, bags. So it kind of eats up at the profit, but I can take that profit and I can buy me an ounce of silver.
Right, right.
And that's the whole plan. By offering some value, and also, give me the opportunity to buy more silver to put away for myself and my family. So it's doing well. I love it. I'm telling you, I'm really enjoying it. And this is what I plan to do this year for gifting to family and friends. I'm just gonna make some rings.
Yeah, no, it's super awesome too because the packaging. I made the video on packaging the ring, and I thought it was awesome. And it came in that little black bag, and I
Right.
didn't know that you wrote "Clever Coin" behind the bag until like the day after, man. So I
Oh
was like, yo,
wow.
what the, no way. I didn't even notice it. My girlfriend's like, oh, it says Clever Coin. And I just go, what is happening? What? Are you kidding me? Where, what? And I just posted on IG. But like, yeah, man, like the attention to detail is insane. The little boxes, the little paper inside the box, like it's a full experience. And I know
Thank you.
that can't be cheap, So I'm sure that's eating in your profit. But I think if you keep that up, people are gonna
Yeah.
notice, and it's just,
It's about adding value. That's
yeah.
that's all that matters to me is adding value, because you know how long it takes yourself, Baggins, Corn, everyone in this chat, Lake House Beach, who does awesome videos, how long it takes them to edit videos. That's adding
Dude,
value.
talking bullions in the house.
Yeah, talking bullion. Come on.
Talking bullion. Southside Texas prepper. These most people in this community work really hard. Big Bang Grill
Yeah.
Bank. What's going on, my friend Ronnie? I hope you're well. But yeah, it's just bringing value. That's what I feel like we're here to do. We're here to provide some sort of value. It can be entertainment. It could be knowledge. Like it could be rings. Whatever it is,
Hmm.
we're giving a piece of ourselves to people watching. As cheesy or as lame as that sounds.
Right. I remember that Crispy, he did a video maybe 2 weeks ago, and it was something that I deemed pretty important. He did a video, and he wanted to do a test to see who actually takes the time to look at the whole entire video.
Yeah.
And at the end of the video, he gave out a challenge.
1881. I
Yeah.
remember the
And
year.
yep. See, yep. He did the challenge, and that's important because I know sometimes the videos may go a little longer, but you just say, I want to put something out that people would take the time out and sit with. And that was a test. That was something I learned from that. I said, you know what? I'm gonna make sure that I take the time. If I click that video, I want to take the time out to sit with that video, because that person took time and energy in order to create it for us, to create content.
Yeah, yeah. It just for me, it's just hard because there's not enough time in the day to
That's true.
watch all of the videos. So it's very tough to actually watch everyone's video. But I'm always trying to comment. I sometimes I
Definitely.
watch the videos in 2 times speed, just so I
Hmm.
can get a few more in because I
Right.
got responsibilities, I got work, we got things to
Hmm.
do. But I try to support as much as I can because I do know, like you said, people are putting work in
Hmm.
and they deserve our time, they deserve our time.
One thing I've done, I wound up getting a YouTube, I think premium, so it
Yeah.
allows me to turn off the phone screen, and I can still listen. So I work in that environment that I can listen to your to Baggins podcast, listen to Southside Stackers very long live streams. Uh, he has like 5 hour long live streams. I don't know how you do it, but I listen to your live stream and I just put it in my ear and keep it moving. So I mean, it helps me, from the boring work that I do, So
Yeah,
it
saving
definitely helps
lives.
me. Yeah, the boring work of saving lives, you know.
No, but
It's
yeah,
for some people.
I have that too. The YouTube Premium, it does help quite a bit, especially because you can just turn it
Hmm.
off your phone. Because I have that luxury too of being able to listen to podcasts and the videos at work. So I mean, it does help quite a bit. But then again, you have to take your phone out to comment, and do all that stuff, and
That's
that's
true.
when it gets a little bit more trickier. But yeah, I'm just so happy that we're a part of this community. Oh, Silver Wolverine's in the house. What's going on? Speaking of awesome people that put in hard
Yes.
work in their videos, that still blows my mind whenever he pops into the chat, just because, like, dude, I've
Right.
been a big fan of him for a while. Um, but yeah.
Wow. Yes. See a whole bunch of people in there. 16 people. Okay, got you. Awesome. Yeah, I just think that we need to take time out. I mean, for me, I try to pick. Like, I haven't seen this person's videos in a while. Let me go on this channel, and you will find yourself on your phone 100% of the time. So I do understand that that life definitely calls, and I just try to my best to put as much time in when I can.
Yeah, yeah. I see Lake House Beach saying that he does like the batching, make 3 videos, and then so he can take a couple days off. I think that's
Yeah.
probably best for quality of life purposes. And then
Mhm.
Wolverine a lot of work. That's a lie. LOL. Yeah, but I don't know. I tried to do the batching, making 1, 2, 3 videos. But I kind of have a hard time making more than 1 or 2. I don't know about you. Do you like how's your workflow? Like, do you have an idea for a video and then you
Wow.
script it, you write it down, or is it just turn on the camera?
I've tried everything, Clever Coin, and this is one thing that I'm looking forward to 2019, because I definitely want to put different content out, and because I'm limited on what I can do editing wise, I use my phone for everything. Through For editing, I use the iPhone and the editing program that they have there, so that helps me out a lot. I'm just trying to find my niche because my video is more of it's kind of slow. It's not as live, and I'm just trying to find the best way to do it. So I may find like a coin that I want to talk about. I may want to show a ring that I'm making, but I want to add so much more. But I just need time to help to I need time to develop it. So that's my goal for 2019. I have
I,
videos on my phone that I just started, never finished when I tried to batch. So I try to put out maybe every 2 to 3 days, um, but every day would be murder to me if I tried it.
yeah, no, it's tough. I just saw your cat in the top left of the screen. It just poked in, said what's up, and left. That was so funny. I
Yeah,
was holding in my
yeah,
laughter.
yeah. She does that.
Um,
She does that. She take over. It's like little Princess Stack, and they both. I have no space. There's no space in my basement next to my weight bench.
there's no safe space.
No, not when you're married and children. No.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome though. Yeah. I'm excited for your channel, and I'm excited
Thank you
for
so
the
much.
coin ring business you got going. It sounds like a business now. I
Yes.
know
Slowly but
probably
surely. Yeah.
the profit isn't there quite yet, but I think you're still in the phase of just learning, bettering your craft.
I call it hobby life. I mean, think about it, Clever Coin. How many of us really have a hobby? Like, if you do a survey of your friends and family, right? You ask the question like, who has a hobby? Who takes the time out to cultivate, spend time, go out to visit, take the family? And no one has a hobby anymore. So when I started coin ring making, that this became my hobby. Um, I love reading books. I love martial arts. I love working out when I used to be my thing. Um, but this is my first thing I can call my hobby, and it's just a fortunate thing that I'm able to also share it and also make some profit off it as well. So um, I find it fun because I'm not really a handy person. So creating these with my hand has been a big deal to me.
Right.
Taking the time out to mold it and destroy some, be success with others, has really been a big thing for me. So
That's super awesome. I want to say a quick shout out to Corn. Cornelius is in the house.
hey,
Thank you so much for stopping by this Saturday, man. It means a lot. But you said you're into books, martial arts.
hmm
What's your
yeah,
top 3 favorite books?
wow. I shared with some data earlier about median wealth of African American home. So I read a lot of books about economics now because I I was a program manager for economic development for the
Right.
organization I was part of, so I had to learn a lot. So I read books like by Sandy Darity, um, one book called The Color of Law, um, New Jim Crow. I mean, I read things about social issues. Also, I love history, anything about Egypt, anything about any history of old. I mean, I love reading about um, about those topics, things that I can kind of put into perspective, and it kind of these books form my thought pattern and how I carry, and also how I carry my move around my life. I really think about how can I better build my family, how can I better make it cohesive, how can we prepare for the next couple of years, and some of this reading material has definitely helped me. So
Right, right. No, I think it's great. The more you read, the more you're informed, and the better choices you can make with your life.
most definitely,
Not having some information can cause you to do things not right. And not knowing that. At the end of the day, we're all adults here, and it's our responsibility to try to gain as much knowledge as we can. And if
that's you,
there's
most definitely.
something in our life that we're not satisfied with, then it's our responsibility to learn the information and try to
Change
get
it,
it out of get out of that situation.
most
So
definitely. I agree.
yeah, I think that's super awesome that you're very involved in bettering yourself, not just for yourself but for your family, loved ones, and neighborhood. It sounds like you said you were very involved for 9 years in that, and I think that's super awesome. If there was more people like you, the world would have been or would be a much better place. And again, thanks. Even though I'm
Appreciate
nowhere near where you at, like I know you're definitely making a difference.
I appreciate you. Thank you for that.
And then the next you said martial arts. So like
Yes,
what's
yes.
up?
I've been in martial arts since I say about 13, and I took different forms from Koshodo, which is like a form of Shorin Ryu, and then I also took the style that originated in Burma. Well, it used to call Burma. It's called Magadastar, or something like that. Magadar, or something like that now. But anyway, it was a martial arts that was formed by the Burmese soldiers, and based off an animal system. And what we do there is like on-hand training, um, and other forms of martial arts based off the animal system, like the boar, the eagle, the
Whoa,
cobra, the tiger.
that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. And before I got fat, before I got comfortable and started loving eating all fatty foods, I used to be a personal trainer for like 14 years. So,
Nice.
and I ran track in college. I ran marathons. I did like 6 marathons,
Holy
Baltimore
crap.
marathons. So I used to do those things to really push myself. But
Right, right.
now I like laying back and allowing my children just to lay in my arms and just sit back and look at
Hey,
TV.
I can't blame you. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy marathons.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine running.
Um,
The most I've ran is like a 5K, and like
three
I think
miles.
yeah, 3.1. Give me that point one, bro.
Well, yes, yes, I give it to you.
Yeah, you gotta give me that point one, dude.
I give it to you. I understand. I started there too, so I understand. Yes, yeah.
So I think for this coming year, I want to do a 10K, and
Awesome.
then slowly see where it goes. Just because I think you should do things that challenge you. I don't
Right,
like running at all, but I know I felt good after, or not
right.
right after. Right after I felt like crap, but
Oh,
give it a few minutes,
oh
and
my
it's
gosh.
rewarding. So like,
Not to push me more than running my first marathon.
dude,
I
there's people that like poop, right?
Yes, yeah, I've
That's
seen it.
great.
I've seen it all. I've seen it all. I've seen people faint. I've seen people like I said defecate on themselves. I've seen oh man, I seen one guy who wore a suit while he was running. He was like
See, what?
he wore like a powder blue suit and he was running
What?
and he had like blood on the back of the jacket because
Wow.
of the safety. And I was like, this man is crazy. But but I mean, I had fun. I mean, I pushed myself to it. I mean, I never got like great time. I think the best time I did like 3:45 or something like that.
Dude, completing a marathon is all the time. I don't care if it takes you 2 days. You're completing a marathon.
Yeah, it was something. And it's after college, I said, man, what I'm going to do? I mean, I did a little fighting here and there. And I said, well, I did the fighting thing. I don't want to do that as much anymore. Let me where I'm going to push myself. I ran track in college. So when I finished, I said, you know what? I'm gonna do marathons, and that was what I decided to do, and I started training for it.
Dude, so fighting,
Yeah,
you were fighting the martial arts that you practice, or were you like doing boxing, MMA, or what'd you do?
I stopped right when MMA got big, but I would do private fights with my instructor. We would go to different schools. We would,
So like
um,
tournaments or
yeah,
like
I did tournaments. When I was younger, I was like number two in the nation in my age group.
holy crap.
Um, and when I got older, I just started learning more for technique and self defense. So we would teach classes, self defense classes.
So you
And
you
my
were a personal trainer, right? Did you incorporate some of the like did you incorporate some of that defense stuff, or was it just like, oh, pick up this and do a circuit here, we're gonna do some hit
Yeah,
here?
basic. I would do like my niche was training people who just started in fitness. I found that was a bigger niche for me. So I would go to people's homes. I did it 2 years just doing personal training. I left the hospital and I said I'm starting my personal training business. So I would go home. I went to school for massage. So I would do massage. I would do sports specific training. I would train at senior homes. I train at churches. You know, I had a contract for a charter school for 2 years. I taught their ninth and 10th grade in phys ed, but I didn't teach them traditional phys ed. I would take them to the local YMCA, and we would do circuit training, strength training, train in the pool. So yeah, that was some of the things that
That's cool. Yeah, I actually got my certification from NASM.
oh yeah,
Yeah. So I got that a few years ago. But it's just not as lucrative as I thought it was going to be. But I'm just happy that I did it because I have a better understanding of my body, how I train, how
right,
I should train, how I can help others.
yeah.
But yeah, that's cool, man. I think that's
It's
super
definitely,
awesome.
definitely a way to make it lucrative. Definitely a way. With the day. You definitely can make it happen. I mean, like I said, I did curriculums for schools. You can put it in your intellectual properties. You can do online. You can do workshops by talking, speaking engagements. You know, blah. You go with chiropractors, nutritionists. You can. I mean, in so many ways you can do it. I mean, if I wasn't fat now, I would try to go back go back into it. But
You know what I
that's my
want to
goal
do?
for 2000.
I wanna find a. And this is just talking. There's no one watching, just you and I talking, right? I think
Okay.
it'd be cool because like I wanna. Okay, so prepping, right? Hopefully I don't offend anyone. Prepping is very important. You gotta got your
Mhm.
food, guns, but I feel like your health is also very important. I think you agree with me. So like I think we should be at a certain threshold of fitness level, right? I'm not clearly. I
I
don't want
agree.
you know just be able to run a mile.
Yeah.
Just the small basic things that I feel us as a community can rally around each other and like make a fun way for us to hit those certain goals, right?
I'm thinking about it. Slow Stacker was speaking yesterday. He was on. I think Slow Stacker was on
Coast to coast.
Yankee Coast to Coast
Yeah.
yesterday. And he was saying that in his community they do so much for like survival and prepping and things like that. That's a great task. Getting the whole community involved. But some of the most important things is like you said. You made a perfect example. Not just stacking, not just for the food prep and the coin prepping, but also about carrying a body. You sometimes you
Yeah.
may have to assist someone, and you have to have the physical strength in order to carry that person from A to B. You know, um, like you're just going to have to do it. So I think that we have to worry about our fitness when it comes to it. Our personal fitness.
Yeah, no,
So I
I
think
think
it's a good
it's
idea.
yeah, I think it's very important. And it's something that we just I don't see spoken about almost at all. Especially nowadays, you got to be careful what you say, and else you're gonna offend someone.
Hmm.
But my intentions are always pure, man. I care about people, and I want them to be well, and I want them to have a good life. And it could be, I could be the bearer of bad news, but if that sparks a little change, I mean, that's what I hope. I hope you are better than you were yesterday, and just doing a little, like, even if you walk around the block once a week, start off doing
Right.
that, and I'm sure
Right.
you probably know 1,000 times more than me. Just little tiny things that turn into habits are where the permanent change come from.
Right. Yeah, you're right. And it's just about making it a habit. Just like when we first thought, I've got our first coin, and how we now create our strategy. Is we're going to put this coin here, coin there. We're going to stack for this reason. When it comes down to fitness and taking care of ourselves, we got to make the same priority. Every morning for 15 minutes, I'm gonna get on the treadmill, or maybe I'm gonna make sure I do me a 1 minute fit test, but for push-ups, squats, and sit-ups, just to get my body acclimated to the new workout that I'm gonna start the beginning of the year. We just gotta make it a priority, and
Right.
we can do it by doing baby steps.
Yeah. The tiny things matter. The little things in life, and then every time you don't do it, or every time you eat that whatever you're not supposed to be eating, it's gonna be harder the next time to actually do it. It's gonna be hard the next time to not eat that. So I think it's very important to not let those little things slide sometimes, because those add up over time, over
Mm-hmm.
hours, over years, and they become habits.
Right. Most definitely. Most definitely.
Yeah, that's
I
awesome.
agree.
Yeah, I didn't know you're such a badass, dude.
Man, I just like collecting coins, and I'm just a guy who sits in the basement with his cat and make rings.
Nice. But that will beat you up if you try anything.
You
That's
know what
cool
I'm
though.
saying?
Yeah, when are we gonna start the weight loss challenge or whatever challenge, man?
Oh man, that would be great. You know what? If I can help have somebody make me accountable, because my goal is to drop this. I'm comfortable enough. I'm now ready to establish that goal and get back to my fitness. I mean, I have my weight bench, I have my treadmill, my punching bag, I have my elliptical over here. So um,
Dude, all you have to do is flip the camera over and you have another channel right there.
that's what I'm saying. I got to do a little bit more straighten up though. But it's something that I definitely want to get back into. So
Yeah,
it's
man.
important.
Well,
It's
well,
important.
I'm here for you. I
Thank
slacked
you.
off too. I used to be probably 195, probably like
Okay.
60%. No, sorry, probably like 20% body fat, but I used to be pretty big. Right now,
Okay.
I'm too low. I need to gain weight. My goal is to gain weight. I have the opposite problem right now.
Well, hey, you
Probably like,
take your time, young man.
yeah, yeah. I know you're probably like, bro, you don't even know
You
what you're
don't
talking
know.
about. Like, just
One eight-
stop.
185, 190 was my a good fight weight for me. And being 6'2", I was like, hey, that was a good fight weight. So I would love to be at that size
Yeah,
again.
I'm six. I'm about 6'1". I have a smaller frame though, so my probably a good weight for me would be like 175.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's good.
175.
That's
Yeah,
solid.
that's a good weight. Yeah, but that's crazy, dude. So do you watch MMA or do you watch
Love it.
boxing?
Love it.
Um,
I love MMA. I'm looking forward to John Jones fight. I'm a fan of Cormier. Um, I love fighting. Like, I can't wait to Bill Askren start fighting in UFC. That's my guilty pleasure. I don't watch any other sports, unfortunately. I don't watch other sports, basketball, stuff like that. I spend time. I love fighting because I'm so connected to it. Um, Everything. I don't really sit down and have that pastime. Not that I have any problem with anybody who does. It's just um, if I don't play it, I don't have that mental connection to it. So
right.
fighting, something I always love.
Who's fighting this weekend? Isn't Junior Dos Santos and
Yep.
who?
Dante Wilder is fighting
Oh,
Tyson Fury
dude, that
today.
one's gonna be nuts.
Yes, I will be sitting home watching that.
Watching two giant
John,
men try to
yes,
knock each other's heads off. But
I
like
think
again,
166 and 169. How?
dude, it's
See,
so funny because you can easily just chop it up to that, like, oh, fighting is just brutal and
mhm.
these people are crazy, they have no idea. But like if you just understand it even a little bit, you can see how it's a form of art, and
It
it's
is.
like a chess match essentially.
I mean, let me tell you something. At this age, I can't do some of the things I was so athletic about, because that's one thing that always helped me when I was younger. I could run. I was fast. I lifted. Being a personal trainer, I was younger, so I was in the gym all the way. So it was really it wasn't a challenge fighting someone who trained maybe 2 days a week. I trained every day. When I was in college, after college, I ran marathon. You're talking about 20 miles running. I ran 10 miles in the morning, 10 miles at night. You
Wow.
know, so I really put that time in. So when it came down to fighting, it was like the endurance is there. Now I got to work on the technique. So at 44, age I'm now, I'm relying on technique. It's not about that speed, reflexes. I have to understand foot position. I can understand that windows are left open from guard stances and stuff like that. It's just that I rely on understanding um, the techniques that I kind of threw away when I was younger. I got to really focus on it now. It's been
Yeah, no, I think those are the important things, right? The technique for anything, not just fighting, like any little thing. I used to be in percussion too. You know, I playing the drums. You know, keeping the
yes,
pinky in, like any little thing. The technique is key,
absolutely right.
and people want to hit the ground running, but sometimes you have to crawl before you run,
There you go.
and I think that's very important for people. To understand that, because just for it is for fighting as it is for playing an instrument, you know, the technique is key, and it goes back to, you know, building up slowly, working
Right.
on your foundation.
You're absolutely right.
And then the chat went insane for a bit. We have Jim Bob, who's 6'5" and only 105 kilograms. I don't know what that means.
I don't know. I mean, I don't. I gotta do a conversion.
And then we got Corn. Corn's a giant. He's 3'4" and 215 pounds. Um, that explains a lot, Corn.
Wow, that's a
Lake
giant.
House
Yeah.
Beach is 6 feet tall. Sorry, chat. I've been just chatting up with JT. But you know, I love you guys, and I'll hop on a live shortly. Uh,
We're gonna do a giveaway, so we're gonna bring that love back to the chat.
ooh, did you hear that, chat? There's gonna be a giveaway
You know,
soon.
I love giveaways. I think Lake House Beach just received his first Libertad from the last giveaway that I gave. So he did an awesome video. I appreciate that, Lake House Beach.
Yeah, Lake House Beach's channel is super awesome. He's such a genuine guy too. I wish him a lot of success.
Yeah,
But yeah, you
most
can
definitely.
call it whatever you want, man. I don't want to hold you up too long. We can chat as long as you'd like.
No, no,
Um,
I'm good. I'm good. I appreciate. I mean, like I said once again, I'm say it again. I appreciate you sharing your platform with me. I appreciate you sharing your platform with other members of the community, giving us an opportunity to share our voice. Um, it's another way of giving back, and it's definitely appreciated. I
yeah,
was
yeah.
excited about this. I'm telling you, I put the post up as soon as I saw you put the post up on my Instagram. I told my wife about it. I told my coworkers about it.
Mhm.
Um, it's just like I'm just amazed that in 4 months that this community has embraced me, and I'm not really worried too much about the big numbers. I'm just
Right.
worried about support. The
Yeah.
support I receive, and I want to make sure that I'm giving some support back, and to me that's important. And I just feel that way when I see the videos just pop up like Lake House Beach, Dime Digger, yourself, Baggins, Urban Lifestyle, all these people that big bank, low bank. I get emails, pot of jams. I think we had an email thread that like 30 messages. Crispy comes in. Then you have Sal comes in. Then I mean my friend Corn. I mean, I mean, look, I never thought about all this, and I'm just happy that the platform has allowed me to.
No,
So
yeah, yeah, and I think it's because we know, well, we don't know, but I think we're all understanding of the same goals. You know, of just we're here as a community to help each other. For me, this is actually just a good way for me to get to know the community better. I don't see it like, oh, come to my platform. I don't
mhm,
even no, I don't see it like that at all. Just like I think you're cool, and I want to get to know you better. So,
mhm,
and it's just cool that, you know, the 18 people watching right now can see and get to know you better. And of course, that
yep,
comes with things like maybe some exposure that you didn't have,
most
but
definitely,
it's just fun for me. It's fun for me to get to know people in the community that interact with me. They don't have to post either. They can just be people in the
right,
chat, and I would love to have them
right,
on. So it's not
right.
like if I'm doing it for any other reason. But Jim
Yeah,
Bob told me to correct you. It's not Libertad, it's Libertad. And
do it that.
he wants you to say Kookaburra.
Kookaburra.
Dude, he's been practicing, Jim Bob. He nailed it first try. Hey, off good power. I hope you're doing well. You create it, they will come, says the wise man, Corn.
Yes, yes,
But yeah,
corn.
it's just awesome, and I felt the love too, and I know you have, and I think
Yeah,
everyone here in the chat really like appreciates what you do, you know, because like I said, you're experiencing it.
yeah, most definitely I am. definitely no complaints out loud. I'm loving every bit of it right now.
Yeah, yeah. And then it blows my mind whenever I see people from like really far away, like Jim Bob. He's always coming on, man. Dude, that guy's around the
Yes,
world, dude.
right. Look, let me tell you something. I went to the post office yesterday and I mailed off pot of jams Godwin, and the lady said, "Are you sure you want to send it here?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "This is the second time you sent something to England." You know what I'm saying? I'm like, he said, "You know how much this thing costs?" I said, "Yeah." I mean, do it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like dude, I'm here. Like,
This is the reason why I'm here. I mean,
yeah,
it doesn't matter. I'm just amazed. Like, when you hear Crispy talking about New Zealand, what?
right.
Silver Star, London, what kind of stuff is that? Look, let me tell you something. I would have never had this experience if I didn't come to this community. So, I mean, I welcome it.
Yeah, yeah. And we're just learning, or at least I am. I'm just learning. I'm just trying to improve. I'm trying to bring more value, like you say. And shout out to
Hmm.
Harold. I don't know if I said what's up to you, man. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. But yeah, it is just bringing value to people and just being genuine to who we are, right? Don't let other bad things or influences bring us down or try to corrupt us. Like I respect you because, like you said, it doesn't matter the size, right? It's quality over
Yeah,
quantity. And
that's right.
I want to thank Corn for that. For
Yes.
people think about the numbers, but no, no,
Hmm.
I'd rather have great people that I actually care about, that care
Yeah.
about me, than to have whatever amount of subs that don't.
I, I learned so much, man. Just like from when the comments to come to the channel. Quan would say something. He would do it in the video, and then he would come to the video and say that came by to say number one like or the 13th like. All that stuff tickles me. I'm like, man, thank you. But he would make sense by one video. He said, you know what? He said something about gods. He says, don't exhaust yourself, basically. And I'm paraphrasing about gods, like, don't, give your shirt, make sure you do within your means, because, it gets easy for yourself to go overboard.
Right.
And for that piece of advice, I appreciate because I'm like, well, you know what? I can see because it is addicting. Think about gods are like an opportunity for you to gain a couple dollars worth of, something free. You know, uh, a quarter could be a quarter face value, but that quarter could be worth like $3. That's added for free to your stack. But when it's leaving the person who gave it, $3 is basically leaving that person's pocket. So you have to. I appreciate anything that's given. Like, wow, this person gave me something free, something of value. I'm gonna hold on to it. And it's funny because like the things I won from your channel, I make sure I put it into a bag and I put clever coin, you
Nice.
know, because that will never be given out to anyone. This is what I got from
Yeah.
clever coin or what I got from so and so. So to me, it's like, man, this person gave me a little piece of himself, and you didn't. No one had to do it. So I just make sure I keep that in line, and I listen to what people who leave comments on my video. They say, "Well, I never got a piece of gold, or I never had this coin, I never had a Libertad, I never had this." So I say, you know what? When I do my giveaway, I'm gonna make sure that I put it in the budget to make sure that I can give that out. Um, and if it wasn't for this community buying rings for me, I couldn't do the great gods that I do.
Right, right. It's just a way your cat's back up, and I'm dying of laughter inside. But
Yes.
oh, she's adorable. Um, but yeah, no, I agree 100%. Even the small things that I try to do. I haven't told anyone about this, but there's some guy who just comes to the chat. I see him live, and it was his birthday. He turned 62, and I told him to get a hold of me, and I just like sent him a birthday card, and I threw in some silver certificates and a little bit
That's
of like
awesome.
constitutional, right? And it's just
Hmm.
like that was what was in my heart. I wanted to thank him
Yeah,
for coming and interacting. It was his 62nd birthday. He's an awesome person. Like, I didn't cost me too much,
right.
and I hope he enjoys and he had a great birthday. And it doesn't even have to be like an ounce. It can just be like a letter, thanking you.
Yeah,
It's just,
most definitely.
yeah, yeah. So we have more people in the chat now. We have Pot of Jam, what's up? Silver
Part of
Chimp,
jam.
Debbie B's Booty, Giggity. That's a funny name. I hope you're having a fun time. But Yeah, we've been almost 64 minutes, man.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they go flies, huh? Time flies.
Who you telling? Who you telling? It's great though. It's great.
Yeah,
Great.
it's super awesome. Uh, yeah, Pot of Jam, David. Yeah, I
Part of
hope
Jam, your ring is on the way, buddy.
your ring's on the way. Yeah, it's super awesome. But man, I didn't know you're such. I guess everyone is too. That's the beauty of this because
Hmm.
we talk about the same thing over and over again, right? But then you get to know who's behind all of that, and it's like, oh,
Hmm.
dude, I didn't know you practice martial arts and you did ran marathons, and like
Yeah.
it's just finding cool things like talking bully and guitars, and like Ruben with
Wow.
cars, talking turning wheels. He loves cars, and like everyone has their different their different things, and for me I can find interest in pretty much anything, man. I think it's crazy if I respect the people that put time and energy into a craft, and I don't really mind what it is. I'll probably
Hmm.
find a way to be interested in it because it's interesting to me. Genuinely, it really is. um
Hmm.
I have so many things that I do. I'm all over the board. Like I like comics, I read books, there's so many things that I'm into that aren't just like, oh, I watch TV and just sit there watching TV, right?
Right.
But again, I think there's a time and place for that. So like I
Hmm.
can't wait for Game of Thrones. But like, what I'm saying? Like I'm how could I just appreciate life, I
Right.
guess.
That's awesome. And you know what? Keep on appreciating life, man. Keep on finding the joy in it. And someone told me that if you can't find anyone to do something good for, make sure you do it something good for yourself. And my thing is, I try both. And my thing is, I try my best to just find the joy in life. Having a 5-year-old helps that a lot because I'm gonna tell you, I got off to work this morning. I get off around 3:35, 4 o'clock in the morning, and I was knocked out to the world. She comes in, she takes all my stickers, all my JT corn ring stickers, and
Uh-huh.
she stick them all through the kitchen. She took 3 rows of stickers and just put them all through the kitchen. Took my flyers and put them all around. And I woke up like, what in the world? The studio was in the basement, not in the kitchen. Why is these stickers all over the place? And she looked at me like, I'm sorry. And I'm looking, I'm like, do you know how much I pay for these stickers? But you look at it, she's like, hey, she's 5 years old. And she did what makes her happy. She wanted to put her daddy's stickers all over the house. And I shouldn't have had to. They're just stickers. I find joy in spending time with my girl. I find joy that she calls herself Little Princess Stacker Aaliyah, based off something that me and her built together. So um, you can't stay mad at them angels for too long. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
So you find joy, even when you get a little angry, you find joy in it. And she said she was sorry. She helped me pick the stickers, all 16 of them, off the walls. So you know, you just gotta find those moments in your day.
Right, right. And it's just depending perspective, right? Like what kind of how you're seeing life. Yeah, because life could be very complicated, very hard, very sad if you look at it that way. But it could also be very beautiful and
Yep.
very understanding and very. It's just the way you look at it, and that's
Mhm.
also something that um, is up to you, right? It's up to you how you see things. It's up to you how you react. So I mean, it's crazy. It's just
Mhm.
I'm just grateful. I mean, I always go back to that word. Being grateful, being humble.
Right.
Those are two very important things for me.
Right. You always have to remember that. So it's
So,
good.
do you
It's
want to do this gall or no?
Yes, I do. I do. I definitely do. We have 20 people in the chat, and I base it off how many people in the chat are familiar with the Balboa.
Chat
Balboa coin.
Balboa coin. Anyone in chat?
Okay, this right here is beautiful. Wow, it's a 1904 Balboa.
Ooh,
Okay,
I think Jim Bob knows exactly what it is by all the question marks.
well, let me. This is going to be a question. Okay, it's going to be a question, and I'm gonna do a little reading on the Balboa just to kind of build the framework for this giveaway. It was okay, Clevercoin.
No, yeah, take it away. It's all you.
Okay, the Balboa is along with the United States, one of the official currencies of Panama. Is named in the honor of the Spanish explorer Vasco Nunez de Balboa. Now, the 1976 classic movie Rocky, the name Rocky Balboa was inspired by the legendary heavyweight champion Rocky Marciano and this legendary 5 times world champion. Now, Rocky comes from Rocky Marciano, story really based off Chris Wepner, comeback kid type of boxer who fought Muhammad Ali. So we know that the first name Rocky, and you know that Balboa is the official currency of Panama. But he didn't want to use this boxer's name. Can anyone in the chat tell me what Panamanian world champion boxer Balboa was inspired by?
Good luck, chat, because I have no clue. Did you watch the new Creed movies?
I have watched the first one, not the second one. I hope to see the second one soon.
I watched it. Let me know what you think.
Somebody said Rambo.
I think that was close, Jim Bob.
That's right, Panama. He was a Panamanian boxer, 5-time champion. And this is what the last name Balboa was came from, because he's from Panama. I know someone has to get it. This is a famous boxer. He fought over 103 fights.
I know. Oh my God, I know who it is. I can't believe I know who it is. And I'm sorry for offending you because I said I didn't know. Jesus, I'm so sorry, man. I was like, wait, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, anyone?
Someone ask Alexa. Siri, who's the 5-time Panamanian boxer?
Remember, 1976, the movie Rocky came out. The name Rocky came from Rocky Marciano. Balboa, which is the official currency of Panama, and he picked the name Balboa based off this boxer, Roberto Duran, Lake House Beach.
Yeah. Dude, how can I forget about one of the freaking best boxers in history, dude?
The Hands of Stone.
The Hands of Stone,
Roberto
man.
Manos de Pedra, Hands of Stone Duran. I know I totally chopped that up, but
hey, man. I was like, where's he going with this? And I wasn't sure. And then you just gotta pay attention, you know? Google, yeah. There you go. Shout out to Google, Lake House Beach.
That's right, Roberto Duran. So Lake House Beach, another first is coming your way. You got yourself a Balboa, a beautiful Balboa.
That's super awesome. So thank you so much for doing that, JT. You didn't have to, so make sure you guys go check out JT. I'm sure most of you guys are subbed to him, but go show him some love, man. He didn't have to do that, but he did. And Roberto Duran was a beast, man.
Yes. Hey, man, he fought 103 fights, and man, he was a beast, man. He's a beast, man. He had some hands. He was a boxer. He was a tough fighter, man. But 103.
I can't even imagine doing anything 103 times, you know.
Oh, man.
Same thing with Mayweather. I know a lot of people give him slack, but like that record, dude, you know, that record, yeah. you can't argue with that record.
Let me tell you something. The ability to not get hit. You can call it dancing, you can call it running. But when you leave a fight game with all your faculties, still able to spell your name, you can say it. You can still do a little addition and subtraction in your mind after getting it. You know, you did something for as long as he's been fighting. I'm just saying that the fight game is a very tough game. Not everyone can lead with their faculties. So I respect the old fighters. I just heard Holyfield and Lennox Lewis talk, and I loved seeing Holyfield fight back in the day. But Holyfield is definitely punch drunk, unfortunately.
Right.
No,
Yeah,
definitely.
it's super awesome, man. I did like again. This is a good way for people to get to know you better, um, and I think people are happy.
Yeah, I'm happy that had the opportunity to come here and to share some things. I know everything wasn't about coins and that community, but I like the fact that you took the time to ask me questions about me, and
Right,
I
right,
was
and
happy to
that's
share.
that's what I'm interested in, right? Silver is cool. I mean, my channel is Clever Coin, but it's not necessarily exclusively a silver channel, right? This is, and
Right,
then it's like North Country, he's all like, dude, do whatever you want to post post whatever you want to post on your channel. It's your channel, and
right.
slowly but surely, I'm gonna start trickling out different things and just keep it out. And as long as I think I'm being myself, being genuine, and like
Hmm.
again goes back to providing value. I think people will watch it, and I suggest you do the same because you're definitely an interesting person.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I was looking at the chat when you was talking clever coin. I see that coin is going to a square dancing class lesson at 5 p.m. I would love to see Corn do square dancing. I can imagine how
He's a
entertaining that would be.
Korn's actually a triple threat. I don't know if you knew. He
He can
sings,
sing too.
dances,
He,
and
let,
acts.
let me
He's
tell you,
an
yes, I've seen the evolution of Corn since I've been in the community. I've seen the fireside chats because he's told some compelling, scary stories. I heard him sing, and I'm definitely waiting. I'm definitely waiting to see him do the square dance. So, Corn, enjoy your class. I hope that you can do a video on your square dancing. Maybe I can take the wife out, and maybe we can learn some square dancing as well. So,
score dancing. He's like stand-up comedian, an actor, a
yes.
professional singer, and a dancer too.
Oh wow, man! I tell you, he's awesome. He's definitely a
Uh,
triple threat.
yeah, no,
And
yeah, that guy's the man.
Lake House Beach. I definitely have your address. I think I've mailed like 30 things at his house. Probably
Ooh,
this, probably so far. So
nice, nice. All right, is there anything else
yeah.
you want to talk about? We've been at it for like 77 minutes. Anything else you want to tell the chat? Anything questions you have for me and questions you have for the chat?
Yeah, my thing. Question I had. What are your goals for 2019? Just knowing that December is not over, it's just starting. But what's your mindset? Where is it for 2019? Because this is going to shoot you to that month.
Yeah, no,
Around.
I'm taking this like almost a fresh start. Just keep posting, keep consistent. That's my problem, consistency.
Hmm.
That's something that I've struggled with pretty much my whole life, starting something up and then not pushing through it, continuing with it. So
Okay.
consistency is definitely something that I want to work towards. Getting better. I do like these. I don't know what these are, what we're doing right now.
Hmm.
I have a good time getting to know people, and I would like to do a better job at doing this.
Okay.
Again, like whatever this is, and just getting a consistent schedule of posting content.
Okay.
So maybe a video two a week, and then a stream or two a week, and staying consistent with it.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
That's definitely cool. I mean, it makes sense. And like I said, it helps your content and it also helps you to be regular and what you're trying to accomplish. And one thing for sure, we're definitely not gonna allow you to stay away for too long. So we definitely want you in this community for a long
right,
time. So
right. Yeah, no, that helps a lot because it goes back to accountability, right? Like you can try to do a big change or hit a big goal, but if you don't have any accountability, it's unless you have that like discipline, it's very hard to if you're not accountable to anyone. So it
mhm.
works out great because there was a point in time where I didn't post anything for a few days, and then there was fires happening in Southern California, and
Right,
then I
right.
received a few emails from people, and I was like, holy crap, man! Like these people actually care about me.
Hmm.
I was probably like 40 miles away from all that stuff. But it's just for people taking the time to email me to make sure that I'm okay. Like yeah, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Right. That's awesome though. That's awesome when you hear that response and you hear that how people come together. So I've seen it a couple times since I've been in this community. Short period of time, 4 months. I've seen it a lot, and it's definitely refreshing.
No, yeah, especially because the internet is supposed to be like this mean place, right? I know Yankees
Right.
boy Lil Stacks tells him like, dude, people don't act like this normally on the internet, you know?
Right. Right. That's where a lot of bullying. Man, you get a couple of bullying. You go to Southside Stacker. He's bullies you a little bit.
Yeah. Dude,
just,
he has a stream right now too, man. You know that? I
huh?
didn't know. He has a stream right now.
Yeah, yeah. I told him. I came on prior before this one started. He says, "Look, man, I may be. You know how my live streams go." I said, "Yes, you have an all day event for your live streams. I know, like we can start this, end it, you'll still be going on."
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow as well. He has the ladies of the still stacking community on tomorrow. So
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
it's gonna be howling tomorrow. It's gonna be something to look at tomorrow. So I advise you to take a nap because it should be on all day.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. We're not we'll go back and he'll be there like you said, yeah.
Yeah,
That's great, man. Let's go ahead and just wrap it up here. I
awesome.
think, I just want to again thank you so much for doing this, taking time out of your Saturday. Again, it means a lot for the chat. Thank you so much for hanging out. I try to read the chat a little bit less on these just because I want to give the guests, my respect and my full attention. So thank
Mhm.
you guys so much for hanging out. And yeah, just thank you overall.
All right, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity. Anyone who want to contact me, you can see me on JT Corn Rings. If you want to contact me by email, jtcornrings@gmail.com. If anything, any coin you like to see turn to a coin ring, you can definitely email me. I'll leave a comment on one of my videos. And if you'd like to send me a coin to turn to a coin ring, my P.O. Box is P.O. Box 66219, 1800 Northern Parkway, Baltimore, Maryland 21239. And I definitely will turn that to a coin ring and I will send it back to you with love.
Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get that from you, and I'll put it in the description of this video too, and I'll have your email and stuff just in case. What blows my mind even more is people actually come back and watch this later, so they
Yeah.
listen. Yeah, so I'll make sure to get that important info from you and put it in the description. And again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend, and I'll catch you guys next time.
Take care.
Peace.